Welcome
Welcome
to the Channel of the Dead, and this is our zombie apocalypse survival reading. Now, many channels have GEDI or KD or different things talking about YouTubers, but this is our unique twist. And today I have with me Mr. Barn of the Dead.
How are you, and how is everyone else?
See, you can tell the motherfucker's dead. Today, who we are going to rate is one of our own, one of our very, very own, someone very dear and special to us all, Mr. Dan W., whose name has been blanked out, or his YouTube name has been blanked out, for legal reasons.
That will become clear in another episode.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Dan is 33 years old, married with 3 kids, and he is, without doubt, uncensored.
The uncensored game.
Yo, yo, yo. Now let us see how we think young Dan W. would fare in a zombie apocalypse.
Indeed.
So, let's go with his cons, first of all, because I want to get this out of the way nice and quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can see on his info that he's married with 3 kids.
Now that's a lot of baggage to be carrying when you're trying to stop some undead fiend from feasting on your brain.
Daddy, I'm being eaten. I mean eaten.
Here I come to save the day! And of course then he's gonna die. So that's not good. Family concerns and family attachments never work well. Look at The Walking Dead and that little fuckwit Carl.
Man, I got 3 kids to save.
Carl, stay in the fucking house! It never works out to have kids around when there's zombies there. Kids and zombies do not mix. It's one of the first rules of chemistry.
But as a pro, you could actually think that you could each give them a little bit of a weapon, a stick, or you could even just throw them away and let them be eaten to save yourself.
Yes indeed. Now, using them as fodder is a possibility. So, whilst we are calling this a con, there is potential for it to be turned around to be a pro.
It's still a con.
It's still a con. Now, our second thing is Mr. Dan W. is slightly unreliable as he tends to fall asleep at the drop of a hat.
He has previous.
He does, you know. This man could sleep on a clothesline. Actually, he could probably sleep on one of the whirly clotheslines whilst it was moving in a tornado.
I've heard that he actually sleeps standing up.
Wouldn't be surprised. Not in the slightest. This is the kind of guy who says he's going to be online in 10 minutes after he watches a film with his wife, never to be heard from again.
To be sure, and if you think about it, he might actually sleep through the whole zombie apocalypse and never know it even happened.
It's also possible that he may wake up dead.
Tomorrow.
Well, yes. He is the kind of guy who would miss all the news bulletins and only wake up in time to actually have his body ripped limb from limb by a ravenous horde of the undead.
Oh dear, it seems like my foot has been eaten.
Precisely. Now, as well as this, and tying into this quite closely, is the fact that he lives very, very close to London. And as we all know, if the zombie apocalypse is ever going to start in the UK, it's going to come from London.
That London town. That London village.
Have a bang on that.
Yeah, we're zombies, though, ain't we?
So, I mean, if this starts, and with the way this guy sleeps, he hasn't got a hope of surviving the initial onslaught.
Absolutely not.
But, as I said, these are just a few of our cons, so let's get on now quickly to our pros.
Now then, Mr. Daniel. Looks a bit shady.
He does.
Perhaps he would have access to guns, perhaps.
Let's be honest, this guy looks like he knows most gangsters in London, so the chances of him being able to get some hardware pretty high.
Very high.
And that's a good pro to have in the zombie apocalypse.
I would agree.
Now, another thing, if you just look over to the right of the screen and you look at Mr. Dan W's picture, he looks a bit weird. And having previously met the man, he smells a bit funky as well. So chances are the zombies may actually take him as one of their own and leave him alone.
No, he's not a zombie. He's not human, but he's not dead either. He smells funky.
This could possibly be from having 3 kids. This guy has been through some shitty situations before.
It's true. Oh dear. But he is super glad.
Super fucking glad.
Super fucking glad.
And also, as I said, I've met the guy previously. He is super small and super scrawny. So chances are, zombies are going to look at him, see his xylophonic rib cage and think, if I wanted a McRib, McDonald's is just down the road.
Yep, absolutely. So, he is super glad, super scrawny, which would make him super fast.
So this guy is probably going to be pretty light in his feet and able to get away from anything facing him.
But as we said previously, with his kids and his appearance and his funky smell, if you add all these together, he's going to have a pretty clear head when it comes to zombie apocalypse. Can he keep his head? Will he rage? Probably not.
Cool, calm and collected, all the way.
So, Mr. Paddy, what do you think of Daniel's chances in the zombie apocalypse are?
Mr. Rob, Mr. Barn of the Dead, I think Mr. Dan W's final rating is he makes zombies cry.
Makes zombies cry.